Let's dance, asshole. Take him. And I feel so alive with you by my side. We can make a life. I've got nothing to hide.
What's up, everybody? It's Aceseiya. I know it's been a long time since I posted the video, man. I've been working on some stuff with all this crazy things going around, but here you guys, coming to you guys with a Final Fantasy review video, my thoughts, opinions about the game. Let's get into this. Off the bat, man, this game visuals are like freaking nuts, man. I come back to it mainly because of that, but being someone that I appreciate the game, like almost everything, man. Graphics, combat, and all that. Let's talk about what I like about this. The story elements are a little bit changed from the original Final Fantasy VII. I'm now getting into that, playing the original and learning the differences and everything about it. But man, combat wise, do you see this? Man, this game is so cool combat wise. So you got like you can go original turn-based system into it when you go to classic mode, but man, now they're seeing upgrades of how everything is visually coming together with the fluid movement, action, and all that. You can tell they put like a lot of work into the combat alone into this game. I like the fact that it's very fast paced. You can have the slower pace to it too, with different items and materials you equipped onto each other, and those are like the clutch things about it, man. You got all different types of elements and everything, and it gets you a large variety of what the game has to offer. There's also weapon upgrades into the game as well, where you spend AP, I think no, it's SP, well, AP or SP into it. Well, each weapon has their own like kind of brackets into what they offer: more health, more material slots, more attack, more defense, and etc. and stuff like that. Which brings the element of like what weapon you like to carry on the most. Some weapons offer different like abilities, and when you upgrade them to like proficiency and all, that you get to keep that ability for all the weapons you pick. So I really like that a lot. Visually, as you're seeing now, man, sometimes you just gotta stop and appreciate it, man. Look at this view. Like you can't get no better than this, man. And overall, the character models are like super upgraded from the old ones, though, like for real. Tifa out here looking too good. Cloud out here with the swords and everything, man. Just look at that wind blowing and everything, chilling with my man Bear, and I really appreciate that too. Some hiccups about it I didn't like about it was like the side quests. You know, some of them were kind of dragging on. But when you get to like the main story parts and focus on that, and what really brings out the game, it's different mechanics, like movement wise. And you see here, I was like a runaway chase as part of the story was. Which a lot of them robots and everything are, well, they're kind of unique, but at the same time, a lot of them are like copy and paste from each other, have the same weaknesses and everything. But lots of them play different when it comes to bosses too, which I really appreciate that a lot. Boss variety in the game was was really cool. Some of them are actually really challenging as hell. I haven't played a hard mode, but I'm getting into it now, because as you beat the game, you get to unlock chapter select. Chapter select allows you to play that specific chapter that you want to go to in case you missed anything. Some items will be missed the first playthrough, I'm not gonna lie to you, because you might just not even notice it or haven't been able to get it and do a time restraints and everything. So really appreciate that a lot. The character variety and different like environments you get to, like right here I'm going into sector 6, and sector 6 looks beautiful, man. It's like a kind of like a Las Vegas casino type vibe. It has a lot of different environmental things like food shops, and well, you don't actually go to the food shops and everything, but you see it on display and everything. Drinks, hotels, air of looking like what's going on, Cloud. Are we in here or something? But I like that a lot. Here's the pharmacist you get items from too, like posters and everything. And also, oh, let me tell y'all guys about the music in this game. The music in this game was freaking awesome, man. A lot of remixes from the original, but a lot of like, I don't know whether they're original scores from the original though, but I like it a lot. I like favorite ones probably was like the Chocobo remix you get in, but the original Final Fantasy thing, like the battle thing you get, is like one of my favorite ones ever. It just gets you hyped, it just gets you pumped up to see what's next into the fight. You see I got my nail bat weapon on. That's one of my least favorite weapons, I ain't gonna lie to you. not because visuals or anything, because the way it attacks when you charge up different things, you know. And I like the variety of weapons though, because of what they offer and like the abilities you get, slots and damage and all that. So it gets you coming back to what weapons you like the most. My personal favorite was probably the Buster Sword. Buster Sword always put in work, you know. I liked this one here in the Mithril Blade. Combat wise, it was pretty cool, and you actually get the ability called Blade Burst, which was actually really cool. But Cloud's not the only one who offers that. Baron and Tifa actually gets weapons like that too, where each weapon offers a different type of ability that you can get, but once you level up, you know, you can get to keep it and everything. I really like playing like the instant switch off the characters itself, because it was very fluent. Like, it wasn't like, okay, I picked this character and do this. No, it was very fluent. You can instantly switch between them with the diagonal stick. Or not diagonal stick, but it's diagonal pad, and they each offer like their own type of gameplay. They don't play similar at all to me. Like Tifa and Cloud kind of do, but when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, I gotta give it to the girl Tifa. She be putting in work. Barrett's that long-range weapon guy that you need. He has like 2 or 3 weapons that actually go close range. I don't recommend playing with them like that, only because you get so used to having that range. Like he has an own now, it's like Claw. You get so used to playing range combat with him that it's just like, oh man, this is for like a whole different type of game to me. But overall, he's like the tanker thing, man. You can make each character freaking your own type of way, you know, with the material options you get into the game, with the elemental attacks, different type of variety of like what you can equip and everything. And overall, when you learn more abilities, the game gets like freaking insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Overall, I think the game is awesome for where it is. A lot of fans of hardcore Final Fantasy VII will say something different, like, oh, there's changes and everything. But for a remake and a new gen title again for Final Fantasy, hell, this game is freaking awesome, man. Between cutscenes, between gameplay, well, gameplay is one main thing I come back for. Between the cutscenes, gameplay, graphics, and overall, like the different tellings of story, something to be admired by. I'm looking forward to see what other games or like storylines this Final Fantasy VII can bring. Because there's a lot of theories out there. This may be a sequel, prequel type thing, or like a different timeline. I'm not gonna go too heavy into the spoilers. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. Looking forward for another ones. And this is Aceseiya signing out.